So first of all, welcome everybody. My name's Henry. A lot of you might know me. For those who don't, I'm the customer service manager here at Nest Management. And today I'm basically just going to cover things that stands out for customer service. So how to deliver customer service to your potential clients and your current students and customers that stands out, that makes people walk away from your club saying, oh, wow, they remember specific thing that happened at the club. So what I'll do is, I hope you can all see my screen. So I'll start off by just talking about the three important qualities for customer service. So it's called the 3 Ps, which obviously professionalism, patience, and people first attitude. So customer service, obviously every person is different, every customer is different, and you might be different on a specific day. You have a new client come in, lots of things can happen during the day. You might not feel too great, or you might be really, really in a good mood. So it's always important to be professional, especially when you're at your club and your existing customers come in, as well as potentially new customers come in. It's just as important to be patient. People are going to want to speak to you. People are going to ask questions. If you teach kids, probably rowdy. The most important thing is stay calm and be patient. And that will provide a really professional look and atmosphere for the parents of kids or your existing customers. And then a people first attitude. So remember, these are your customers. So these are the guys that come to your club for the service you're providing, but also that believes and trusts that you are going to provide them for what they essentially are paying for. And just remember that when you teach kids, it is as important to remember that the child is your student, yes, but the main customer in this instance would be the payer, the parent. So it's very important to include the parents of the children all the time, because they are essentially the ones that's paying for their child, and you do not want to upset a parent by how you treat the child or how you speak to the children. So all three of these things, the 3 Ps, they all kind of hook in and go together. And if you have that together, then you're going to have a great customer service process going forward. Obviously, not every day will be the same. And you'll get some parents that, they don't play ball the same way you do, or they are just in a bad mood. Patience and professionalism is key here. Be patient, listen to them, always listen to the customer and understand what they're asking before you respond. Okay, so those are the 3 important qualities for customer service. And each industry is different and each club is different. So, just keep those in mind when you deal with clients, and you'll be on a good footing going forward. Okay, so empathize with your customers. Relating to your customers is very important, and that allows you to provide a really good experience for them. They're going to walk out of your club remembering what an amazing experience they had, and they're going to want to come back. Okay, so you always put your customers first, no matter what. So if you're having a bad day, or something has happened in the club and other parents are trying to talk to you, or other students are trying to talk to you, remember that they are your customers. That they are the ones you need to put first, no matter what. Okay, you want to drive a second option. Yeah, you want to drive to help your customers rather than seeing them as an annoyance. Now, I'm sure we've all had customers that, I speak to clients on a daily basis, and I'm sure you have customers where you're kind of like, oh no, not that person again, or oh, what's going on today? Remember, they're still a customer. They still pay for your service, and they're still a client. They might be annoying, they might put a lot of work on your plate, but at the end of the day, if they walk away and they had a good experience, no matter what mood they're in, they will remember that I went to the club and this instructor was so calm and collected, and he listened to me and he was wanting to help me. That is what good customer service is, to put your customer first and to listen and not treat them as an annoyance. Remember, these are people just like we are. We all have good days, we all have bad days. But when you're at your club, when you're in your place of work, the key is to stay professional and to help them as much as you can. So obviously at the end there, I put be the hero of their day, make them leave your club knowing that they've had this experience and their minds are at ease. Because like I said, they might come and they had a really bad day. You can change that. You can actually send them home and they feel great. They're going to feel great after your training session anyway, but this might make your club really stand out to them. Okay, so the next topic is it's kind of like it's an industry standard, I would say, when it comes to customer service, and some things you can't see coming, but to help proactively, I always think is a very important thing. To take the initiative to help customers or to spot a problem before it has to be reported to you. You want to strive to be on top of things all the time and to help customers with whatever issue I've come up, whether it was a parent and another parent that had a bit of some words before or after the class, and you spotted it and you just pull them one side before or after the class, just make sure things are okay. You want to try and proactively help your customers without them having to come to you with a problem. So be vigilant in your club, be aware of things that might go wrong, that has gone wrong, any issues, so you can attend to those immediately, and they can see that you are on the ball all the time. So you know what goes on in your club. This is your business. This is your place of work. You want things to go smoothly and for all your customers to be happy. So, and that is where the whole line, the last item here, you'll see it says, listening to your customer queries and understanding their questions. So when a customer comes to you and they have a problem, you want to understand what they're asking. I made this mistake myself many times in customer service. You get frustrated with the person on the phone and you jump to wanting to resolve them or get them off the phone. But it really helps to just sit there, keep quiet and listen to what they're actually asking. Because if you cut somebody off mid-sentence, they're going to get angry. They're going to get more frustrated, and they will end up leaving your club and essentially end up bad-mouthing your club. And that is what you don't want to do. Parents, especially of children, stand outside the school, they talk. So you want to maintain a professional experience for your customers, as well as proactively dealing with issues as they come up and as you're aware of them. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to touch base on is understanding and delivering to your customers. So first of all, I think the most important thing, as you know, I've joined martial art club before, and I've recently joined a club, and it could be quite a daunting task for anybody to join, not even a martial arts club or a judo club or any form of martial arts. But if you join even a gym, it could be quite daunting. You're around in an environment where people have been training for a while. They're all really familiar with the processes. They're really good at it. They might be much fitter than you are. But the main thing here is you have to be approachable and friendly from the start. So you want to welcome people, and people want to come in and feel at home immediately. Second thing, understanding why your students have joined the club. So have a sit down with them. When they join up, why do you want to join the club? What is your target? What is your goal? Is it for fitness? Do you want to learn for self-confidence, or for self-protection? What is the reason you're joining? That makes the student feel like you want to invest in them and you want to understand what best approach to take, teaching them and helping them achieve that goal. Okay, so a third one down, exactly that. So set goals with them, understand and advise how you can help them achieve that goal, whether it's for fitness or self-defense. This is something you can help them, and you have been helping hundreds of people do already. So how can you help them? Make them understand that you understand their question and that you can help them with it. Just a few tips here that I've got. So feedback to your students on their process. I think this is really important. It makes your student feel like you've noticed them in class, makes them feel included, and that you invested your time in them. So give them feedback on their progress, even if it's monthly, if you do it every 2 weeks, whichever is best for you. I know you guys are busy, so you don't always have time to speak to every student, but it does go a long way. Okay, and ask for feedback. So I think that's something a lot of people maybe forget to do, is to actually ask your students for feedback. How are you finding the class? Are you feeling, are you getting what you signed up for? Is there anything you recommend could make the experience better, make the classes better? Show them that you take their opinion serious, and therefore their opinion is valued. Okay, and then the most important thing, always deliver on what you promise. So you don't want to tell students, I can help you achieve this in 2 months, and you'll be able to do this in 2 months or 3 months or however long it might be, and you can't deliver. You don't want to get to the point where you're just signing the students up to get them in. You want to invest in them. They have to understand that I want to invest in you. This is my time and expertise, and I'm going to help you achieve your goal. And that will go a very, very long way, because students will see the result and therefore come back and recommend friends, family members to come to your club as well, because they can see what you've told them you will provide, you've provided. So that is a really big thing. For me personally, I think you have to always be able to deliver what you promise. Okay, just some useful tools, obviously, that we at Nest provide that can help with things to help your students be more up to date, more included. Things like the attendance app. So that's very important. So if you mark your attendance and keep the attendance up to date, you will know when a student hasn't been training. You can set up automations for if somebody misses a class twice in a row. That will help your students to feel valued, to feel, oh, they've noticed I wasn't there. That is customer service on its own. So there's a lot of things that you might already been doing that you don't think is customer service, but actually it all comes down to customer service. It's about how your students feel about the service you're providing, and how you feel stepping away from your club. Did I do enough to make sure that my students have left the club tonight and they are coming back and they're ready to go? Now, all of you, I'm sure, have this down to a T. So, attendance app, use it, track your attendance, make sure you keep in contact with your students. We also have a student app. So this is specifically for your students. Obviously, if you do not know about the student app or you need help setting it up, just give us a call. But that on its own will help your student also feel valued, because they've got this app and they can see their current grade. When you send them messages, they will receive instant notification on the app. So that is something to keep your student in the loop at all time. Not everybody reads their emails. This way, they get push notifications. So they will get the well done in class tonight, or I've really seen progress in you, or come and see me after class next week because I've noticed this and I really want to help you with that. Make your students feel that you appreciate them being there and you want to help them achieve their goals. And then the last thing I just wanted to touch base on is the Pro Shop. So obviously, as a customer, you want to walk into a business and you see a form of professionalism. So, if you have a Pro Shop, existing customers, even people that's not part of your club yet, can come in or go online and they can see all the products that you sell. With the Pro Shop, there is no waiting for your students. They don't have to give you a piece of paper and you go away and you order stuff. They do it online. They pay for it and you order it in, or you might have the stock. It just gives a very professional feel to your business and your club, and that goes a long way. If you walk into a business and they just have paperwork and everything gets done on paper, and there's like a month or 2 months waiting for kits and all that kind of stuff, people will walk away and say, oh, it's taking very long. But if everything is set up, your attendance app, your student app, they get a lot, and they need to know everything you offer them right from the start. And that way they will walk out and they will obviously have a great experience thinking, gosh, I've signed up to an amazing, amazing business here. Okay. Next thing I want to just share with you is just some ideas that we at Nest have come up with, especially to get new students in, but also how to treat them when they've actually come in. So there's kind of 2 steps here. So, you know, you can offer things, you know, before trial. So on your website, on ads, whichever way you want to do it. So giveaways, you know, something like a T-shirt. You might have a specific mascot, like I said, yeah, like a teddy bear or something, a mascot specific to your club. And if you advertise it, this will be a giveaway. If you come to a trial, you stand a chance, you will get a T-shirt and this mascot, especially for children. That is a really, really good way of luring in potential new students. Another thing to look really professional and provide good customer service, perhaps a certificate after the first trial lesson. You know, well done, you've completed your certificate, your trial lesson. You know, something that they can walk away with. They got something for that, even if it was just a trial lesson, even if they decide not to sign up, that's still something that they've achieved. Okay, you could potentially, if it's in your area, you know, you might set up something like a bus or a walk pickup, you know, to pick students up. For parents that can't get to the classes, you might arrange something to pick people up. Or sending a card after a trial to a student. You know, you can send e-cards, you can do physical cards if you want, something to acknowledge, I've seen you, you were great, I hope you enjoyed the trial. That's all kind of like feedback to and fro. So you're giving them feedback on their trial lesson, but they will most likely come back and leave you feedback, whether it's via a review online or even just an email to you saying, thank you so much, really enjoyed it. It opens up the conversation for you. And then also, instead of having an instructor doing a demo on a video, maybe have one of your children students to do a video, so that parents always see martial arts as fighting. Unfortunately, not all parents, but a lot of parents see it as fighting. But if you have a child demoing something, people will see that and think, wow, my child is really going to enjoy that. So think outside the box. You know, it doesn't always have to be an instructor that does the demo. It could be your students, it could be the children, it could be your younger adults. Whichever way you look at it, just think outside the box. Okay, you want to sit down with your new students. So if a prospect comes in, or somebody's completed a trial, you want to sit down with them and write down their goals. As I said before, you want to speak to them, understand why they're joining your club. Sit down, talk about the goals, and take a photo of them, okay? Or on your system even, so that they know that you're investing in them now. You want to help them achieve that, okay? Structured fun, music, sounds, smells. Kids especially, not all of them can stand there and focus. I've got a 5-year-old myself, and I know for a fact that he can't stand and focus. So try and make the classes fun, especially the trials for children, because that is what's going to make them want to come back. That child has got to walk away there telling his mum or dad, like, oh, I want to join, I want to come back. And then obviously you can still have the lessons as you've structured them, but try and introduce something slightly different as well, just to keep them focused and enjoying the classes. Pick personalized white belts, for example, so you can actually send them an intro video or an email with a personalized white belt just for them, you know, before they join up after the trial, saying something like, this is waiting for you, something that will make the child see that, or the parent saying, that is really good, that is really good customer service, that's professional, my child is going to be happy there, and I'm going to be happy sending my child there. Okay, you can give out tickets for their black belt right at the start. We all want to see our students achieve their black belt or the highest level. You know, if you give them a ticket to that right at the start, chances are they're going to have that as a reminder of why they're there and what they can achieve. And then obviously the last one, I've already touched base on taking a photo, but take Polaroids at the start of the class and put it on a wall, you know, put photos of everybody on the wall. So immediately they feel part of the team. Immediately, even before they join up, they are part of your team, part of your club, part of the family. And that will help people come back, because when they bring their friends in and they see their friend on the wall, you know, that goes a long way as well. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys too long today, but that covers what I really wanted to talk about today. It's just how to provide that customer service, just the extra step that you might already be doing. You might already be doing all of these things, but I just thought I'll bring it up. And for those who don't have it or don't use it, just some ideas that you might want to introduce, or introduce it in a slightly different way. It's you know your customers, you know your club, and you know you do what you do best. So you know, I hope this has been helpful for any you know, Nest clients. You can call me anytime if you need any further advice. For any non-Nest clients, obviously, you know, contact us if you see anything on here that you found interesting and you might want some more information. But yeah, I'm really thankful that everybody's joined up today, and I hope this was at least a little bit helpful. So obviously, if there's any questions or anything, you know, please let me know. Okay, so we've got a question here about how would you recommend going about students that just cancel without talking to the club first. So we will always have students, and on a daily basis, we get emails and phone calls from payers that they tell us, oh, I want to cancel my direct debit. And when we look at the agreement, they've already canceled it with their bank. So however frustrating that might be, and I can imagine very frustrating, especially if you put in place a procedure to follow, the best thing is don't let those circumstances and occurrences upset you. Okay, it's one person. It's one person. You know, it's not worth getting aggressive or nasty towards the person via text or email, because at the end of the day, they've made their decision. They don't want to train with you anymore. Yes, they didn't follow the process, and Nest will follow that up with what we have in place for bank cancellations. But the best thing you can do is just leave it to Nest to deal with the notice side of things, because as soon as you get involved, it might upset the payer, the customer, ex-customer at this point, and you don't want that to happen, even if they're no longer a customer, because they are the ones that's going to go up there and badmouth your club, badmouth your brand. Keep your brand professional. Let Nest deal with the notice chasing and asking for the notice period. We will deal with that. Don't worry about any of that stuff. You know, keep it professional and don't upset the customers, even if they leave. Okay. Okay, so examples of black belt tickets. So we don't have any actual examples of it, but if you look on the MyMA system and the marketing toolkit, we do have lots of ideas there of things that you can use. I think the ticket is something that you have to personalize to your club, and you will most likely want something that's very specific to your club, whether it's a golden ticket with a picture of a black belt. There's something you can design, but if you need help, if you want to design something and you need help with size and image quality, please give us a call or drop me an email. I'll get it over to marketing. They can have a look at it, recommend changes. You know, it's something we can definitely help with. But as for the actual ticket, I don't think we actually have any examples of it. But definitely give us a shout if you have some ideas, and we can try and help you put it together. Okay, so another question. So do you think giving a discount to siblings, family members joining if they already have a student with us is a good idea? I think that all depends on your club and your business. I think it always goes a long way. Look, as I said before, not only is your students your customers, but the payers are your customers. And if a parent comes in that they have more than one child and one child is already training with you, chances are they will definitely sign the other children up. But it's a bonus if they get a slight discount for signing the other students up. And that is good customer service. They will walk away thinking and talk about it at school. You know what? I've just signed my other 2 children up and I got a great discount. Now that all 3 of them are actually paying less what they would have paid if there was no discount on each agreement. So, you know, I would highly recommend it. You will need to sit down and just work on a package that will not negatively affect you financially, of course, because you're providing a service and your expertise that took you years to acquire. So you don't want to undercharge students for what they're getting. Okay, I've got another question here. How easy is it to get the Nest website up and running? Not brilliant on the stuff, but I need to get it started. Once again, just drop me an email. I will get Leonie and our marketing team to get all the information over to you. It is super simple, super quick. The website will go up. Once you have the website, you can then, it will have the booking widget on there already built in to get into martial arts and your trial lessons. And you can also then get the Pro Shop as well to go hand in hand with that. So 100%, give us a call, send me an email. I will get Leonie in marketing to get in contact with you pretty much the same day. She's really good with that. And we can get you started, get the website opened up and set up for you. There's a lot on there that you'll need to do yourself, but Leonie puts that whole foundation in place for you, and there's user guides on how to do everything. You can basically make it your own from the start, you know, design, colors, all those things. That's all up to you, but we'll help you along the way. We won't just leave you to it. So how do you deal with customers that have a few months of payments outstanding? So this is an interesting one, because we do get that quite often, and I can understand that as business owners, as instructors, you get frustrated with this because they've essentially had what you offer to all the other students free of charge because they've not paid. But as I said, it's really important to stay professional in this circumstance. Speak to the student, but speak to them privately. Pull them to one side, either before or after the class, and just say, look, I've noticed you've been missing payments. What's going on? Is there anything I can do to help? That is the kind of situations where payers and customers will walk out of that club and only think highly of what they've just experienced. The aim here is to have students and customers come to your club, walk away thinking, wow, that was amazing. Not just the lesson, but the experience, the customer service, the attention they got, the conversations they've had. You want to leave people wanting to come back. And so especially with payments, I know it's horrible when somebody owes you money, but trust me, they most likely feel even worse because they know that they've been training and they've not been able to afford it. There might just be something going on. So always have a conversation with them in private, not in front of anybody else, so that they don't feel embarrassed or put on the spot, and just see how you can help them. There's most likely a very valid reason for why they've not been able to make the payment. Okay, so that looks like that's the end. If anybody obviously has any more questions, please just call me at the office or send us an email. But I think that's it for me today. I hope this was helpful. Obviously, if you have any ideas, if any of you guys are doing something that I've not mentioned or that you know and you're willing to share, please let us know, because the point here is we want to help all our clients to be able to provide customer service that stands out, something that people will go away remembering what they've experienced in your club. So if you have anything you want to share, obviously we've got the Nest community on Facebook. You can give me a call if you just want to have a chat about an idea that you have or something that you're already doing that you find is really useful that I've not mentioned. But yeah, thank you everybody for your time. And yeah, I'll speak or see you soon. Take care.